Well, well, well. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, 1988. Last week I listened to the new Schoolboy Q album, Blue Lips, 2024. We're going back over 35 years in time. It's been a while since I've done an oldie. I was actually going to sit down with The Cool by Lupe Fiasco today, and I changed my mind because this morning I am cranky. My damn cats, who are transitioning from kittens into not kittens anymore. They're both male, they're both fixed, but they're both like, they've changed. They've got like a different energy now. They woke me up, I think it was 3:17 when I looked at my phone, and I laid in bed for about 45 minutes and finally got up about 4 o'clock this morning. And then a couple other things have happened, all very trivial, very minor, and it just made me annoyed. You know how it is, right? We've all been there. You wake up, you're tired, you're just fucking cranky about everything, right? Even the stupid things you shouldn't even be upset about, all cranky. So I shifted over to Slick Rick because it's been a while since I've done an old album, like an old classic. And from what I understand, this album is very silly, and I need some silliness. I need to shed the crankiness, calm down, realize life is fine. Life is good. I've got nothing to be upset about. It's just one of those things, you know? Weird how emotion can flow into things and just make y'all cranky over nothing. Now, I've been told two things about this album. First of all, it's silly. So we've kind of covered that already. I'm ready for some silliness. I need some silliness. But apparently, too, Slick Rick has got some pretty good flow and some pretty good storytelling. So, okay. I'm not expecting to be blown away. I'm not really expecting much of anything other than ridiculousness. Apparently there are some lyrics, some songs that, haven't aged that well. I usually think that's a good thing. Honestly, it shows how much society has changed in less than 40 years. I feel like there are people who don't realize things are changing, and I guess they want it to change faster, I suppose. Or maybe they just don't notice the change. I don't know. But anyway, I'm expecting some stuff on here that's going to be considered problematic by today's standards, right? But it is what it is. And that's really it. I don't have a whole lot to say in terms of opening thoughts. There's 3 music videos that will be part of the Patreon reaction. So if you want to see this video without edits, without commercials being pumped in by YouTube, because goddamn YouTube. Oh, whew, love them commercials. Patreon's $2, so you can check this out along with, I think I've got 160 something album reactions now. Let's drop in the opening track. Another reason why I kind of want to get pulled into this one is I recently listened to Mr. Thug Isolation, and on one of the songs, what was the name of the song? Shit, I don't remember the name of the song, but we referenced this track a lot because Slick Rick said, "Treat her like a prostitute." So I kind of want to hear that. It'll be interesting to see if I pick up any lines that were said in other songs that were referenced to this album. I don't know. It's hard to catch. I've listened to so much music that a lot of stuff I just miss now because I don't remember everything. Track 1's called "Treat Her Like a Prostitute." I'm expecting the highest quality here in this opening song. It's produced by Slick Rick. Let's drop in 1988. Here we go.
Here's an oldie but goodie. Hit it.
Oh. Cool. Kind of cool. Old school shit already, right?
Excuse me. Can I have your attention? There's just a few things that I've got to mention. There's girlies out here that seem appealing, but they'll come in your life and cold hurt your feelings. I'm telling you. As Rick is my name, I wouldn't trust no girl unless she feels the same. Treat them like a prostitute. Don't treat the girlie well until you're sure of the scoop. Cause all they do is they hurt and trample. Listen up close, here comes my first example.
I already want to pause. Something that is kind of catching me off guard is I expected it to be a little bit more misogynistic. Now, obviously, there's some misogynistic tones in here, right? But I'm surprised. I wouldn't trust no girl unless she feels the same. That's a huge element of context right there. unless she feels the same. Don't treat no girly well until you're sure of the scoop. So at least there is the idea of, if she does care about you, then it's okay to care about her. But if she don't, find out first, essentially, is what he's saying. So it's nice to essentially have an asterisk there. It's not just treat all women like prostitutes. So anyway, let me back up just a smidge. We'll drop in the first verse, his first bit of example here. Let's see what the wise sage Slick Rick has to say.
Now you've been with your girlfriend for quite a while. Plans for the future, she's having your child.
Okay.
Celebrate with friends, drinking cans and quarts. Telling all your friends about your family thoughts.
Okay.
One friend was drunk, so he starts to act wild. He tells the truth about the kid. It's not your child.
Oh, shit.
Acting like a jerk, and on his face was a smirk. He said your wife went berserk while you was hard at work, and she early in the morning tried to please him. She didn't waste time. She didn't try to tease him. Treated like a prostitute.
Not a great situation there. Banging your friend while you're at work. Not a good situation. Crazy fucking cuts there.
You get sentimental and bring home a rose. Give her everything cause you swear she's worth it. All your friends tell you the bitch don't deserve it. Love is blind, so there goes your wealth. Until one day you see things for yourself. Cover your mouth because you almost choked. You see the mailman's dick way up your wife's throat. Treat her like a prostitute. Don't treat a girlie well until you're sure of this. All they do is...
In the first verse, was the person also married? Girlfriend for quite a while, now she's having a child. So not married. Well, wait. Her friend was drunk. Actually, not your kid. Okay. Oh, no. Your wife went berserk while you was hard at work. So in both verses, both situations here, they're married. They're married. So I find that noteworthy, especially with the context of, treat them like a prostitute until you're sure of the scoop. If you're married, I feel like we've gone through the process of identifying if this person actually cares for you or not. And so this also that it puts in this weird little layer. I know I'm overthinking this like 1,000 times over, so don't worry about that. I'm just kind of having fun with it. But it's like, so are you supposed to treat your wife like a prostitute? Because even in marriage, they haven't proven that they care for you. I don't know. It's a strange dynamic. This is a conundrum, as they might say. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Crazy sample cuts. And I mean, this is, I am assuming, on a record player, right? Like, this is actual looping, right? Right? 88? It's gotta be. That's what it sounds like. It's actually really kind of fucking cool to listen to on a production side. Because, yeah, they're straight looping that fucking beat off of a record. That's what it sounds like. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But that's what it sounds like, which is, in this day and age, really kind of neat to hear and neat to listen to and try and visualize a producer fucking backing up a record and striking it just right so that the beat is in the cut is dropping the way he wants it to, rather than pounding on the pads, right? I'm assuming. Treat her like a prostitute. It does create a strange moral conundrum of, here he's trying to create this baseline of don't treat women well until you're sure that they care for you. But then all of his examples are people who are married, which heavily implies women never care for you. Which then brings you back around to the very beginning of just treat women like prostitutes. Trying to discern the advice being given here, I feel like it's pretty clear. While I attempt to find a benefit of the doubt, I think Slick Rick is just saying, treat him like a prostitute. As Slick Rick said, treat him like a prostitute. Okay, there's track one. Cool Cool production sound, honestly. It was neat to just hear that. Hopefully we get more of that. Although the whole album may be constructed that way, so we'll see here in a minute. Track 2 is called The Ruler's Back, produced by Jam Master Jay. Let's drop in. Track 2, The Ruler's Back.
Hawk, who goes yonder?
It is I, sire, Richard of Nottingham.
Well, speak up, man. What is it?
News from the east, sire. Rick the ruler has returned.
Rick the Ruler has returned.
Lying.
Ha! The sound, y'all. The sound. Wow. Oh, cool. So that's the same sample being layered.
Gather round, party goers, as if you're still living, and get on down to the old slick rhythm. Now this one here is called The Ruler, my dear. It's a mere party booster that'll set things clear. It's 100% proof from champions
Oh, nice
of truth.
piano
And
drop.
if you feel you need spirit, I'll bring back your youth. Relax your mind and folks unwind, and be kind to a rhythm that you hardly find. And off we go, let the trumpets blow. Well, hold on, because the driver
Neat
of
flow
the mission
through
is a
here.
pro. The ruler's back.
This is very cool. Good horn sample. A cool piano sample, wherever it's from. Unless they played it.
But jealousy and envies are dumb one's tools. So Ricky says nothing, he keeps his cool.
Nice.
Revenge is not a mission that the ruler's on. Just forgiveness required for the wrong that's done. So up we go, let the trumpets blow. And hold on, because the driver of the mission is a pro. The ruler's back.
Haha. Kind of like a beat break in a sense right here. Wow. This is fun to just listen to, this style. It'd be fascinating to see how this album was put together in terms of production, how they physically did it. If it was just records, loops, and because 88, you know, it's the end of 88 according to the thing. I think there were samplers by then, right? Weren't there? Just like the early versions. But you can tell some of it's on the record too. Like the Hit It sample, you can kind of hear that record come back as they push it back to get the Hit It again. It's just fascinating. Really fascinating to hear the sound difference. And it's not even like the quality of the sound, but like literally how it was made. You can hear it. You can tell the difference. A couple lines in here that I like off of this second verse here. You know, I can't get conquered in my style of rap for jealousy, or you know, learn this fact whether white or black. Can't get conquered in my style of rap for jealousy and envy are dumb ones' tools. So Ricky says nothing, he keeps his cool. I love that. I love that. Jealousy and envy are dumb ones' tools. Revenge is not a mission that the ruler's on, just forgiveness required for the wrong that's done. I love it. I love it. That's great. That's a very different perspective than what you hear from most songs, right? Where people are like, well, not necessarily. But I just like the idea of, you know, why should I get pissed off about people trying to copy my style? Because what is it they say? Imitation is the highest form of flattery or something like that. Like, you're trying to copy me because I'm the king and I know it. So why should I be mad about that, right? All right, let's keep going. Cool little fucking track.
One day when I was chilling at this outside jam, I seen folks having a ball and plus clapping their hands to beat soft records that conquer the streets like Pee Wee Herman and
Pee Wee
Clubhouse
Herman.
Treats. Girls was chilling, boys rule as usual. The slacks, the goes, the rings. I hope I'm not confusing y'all, but everyone in the house looks smashing. Fresh clothes on their butts and nothing out of fashion. And just when you thought nothing couldn't get better, a news flash concealed in a bright yellow letter. A kid ran up to the mic, he said, "Alert, hear this." Cleared his cloggly throat and then began to persist. He said, "Hallelujah, kids, hear this. The ruler's back and he's here to assist." So up we go, let the trumpets blow, and hold on because the mission is a pro. The ruler's back.
Cool track. I like this one. Let's get to higher. Wow. Wow. And then the piano comes back. Good. I like the piano. Hell of an outro. Hell of an outro. What was the producer's name again? Jam Master Jay. Jam Master Jay fucking putting in some work to take us out of that track. You know what was really cool? I noticed when on this final verse, where he's the kid runs up to the mic, you know, alert, hear this, Clear's coming through it, the big emphasis persists. Hallelujah, kids, hear this, the ruler's back. And then Jam Master Jay dropped in a stop lying. You know? That was perfect. That was perfect. I'm so glad that he did that. I love it when producers put in something that relates to what's happening lyrically in a song. I think it's just one of the coolest little fucking tools that you can use. It adds so much to a track when that happens. The ruler's back. Stop lying. Nobody believes him, right? He's trying to let everybody know the ruler's back. Everyone in the house looks smashing, fresh clothes on their butts and nothing out of fashion. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would not fit in there because I never adhere to fashion because I'm just an old dude that doesn't fucking care. And I never had any fashion sense to begin with. So unfortunately for yours truly, this is a house party I probably would not get invited to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. It's something to strive for. All right. I like the ruler's back. That was cool. Track 3 is called Childish Story. This one's got a bunch of listens. So this is I'm going to consider probably a high point in the album. Produced by Slick Rick. People have said good at storytelling. Yeah, fuck yeah. Pretty good. So both these tracks have both been stories. I'm assuming Children's Story will also be one. Dropping into track 3, Children's Story. Oh, cool. God, I almost feel like I've heard this. God, I feel like I've heard this. This is right, this has to have been sampled before, I guess.
Y'all tucked in?
I feel like I've heard this before.
Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop, it's like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. Ooh. The cop grabbed his arm, he started acting erratic. He said, keep still, boy, no need for static. Who? Dave, the dope fiend shooting dope. Who don't know the meaning of water nor soap? He said, I need bullets, hurry up, run. The dope fiend brought back a spanking shotgun. He went outside, but there was cops all over. Then he dipped into a car, a stolen Nova. Raced up the block doing 83. Crashed into a tree near University. Escaped alive, though the car was battered. Rat-a-tat-tatted and all the cops scattered. Ran out of bullets and he still had static. Grabbed the pregnant lady and pulled out the automatic. Pointed at her head, he said the gun was full of lead. He told the cops, back off, for honey here's dead. Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong, so he let the lady go and he starts to run on. Sirens sounded,
wow, man.
Astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded. He dropped his gun, so went the glory, and this is the way I have to end this story. He was only 17 in a madman's dream. The cop shot the kid, I still hear him scream. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just another case about the wrong path. Straight and narrow or your soul gets cast.
Wow.
Good night.
That darker piano, that deeper piano, I feel like I've heard that before too. I really like that it's just one verse. You know, it's funny because if you go through the lyrics and you break them down, there's no like intricate complexity or, not a lot of, actually there's no wordplay, right? Hardly any wordplay. There's some, but not a lot. And so from like a surface level, you would think, oh, this just sounds, it doesn't sound like something that would kind of capture your attention on the surface, but the way it just continues to unfold, and the way that there's no break, You know, there's no like hook. There's no drop into a chorus. It's just the whole story, beginning to end, uninterrupted. And yeah, you do ride along with it. This is one of those things too, man. I mean, almost 40 years ago, and has it changed? Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? You know, the situations that drive people into that kind of life, you know, going down the wrong path, having to rob people to make money. And then you always have the counter argument, well, you know, people got to survive one way or another. Yeah, sure. I don't know, man. Cool track. Very cool track. Cop radios into an unrelated cop right by a tree. There he saw his sister. This sister. I thought it was his sister. This sister. Shot for the head. He shot back, but he missed her. Kind of a good thing that he missed. You know, and it, again, too, there's more to it. It's more than just somebody, you know, robbing people and chasing for the cops, shooting back. But you got Dave the dope fiend. You got abandoned buildings. You got, you know, all that kind of shit, right? And apparently, I remember seeing some stuff. I guess like New York in the 60s, 70s, just a fucking war zone, basically, in terms of like what it looked like completely dilapidated. Anyway, cool track. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Kind of got soaked into that one, surprisingly, man. Like again, like I just said, it doesn't feel like or sound like something that would pull you in, but yeah, it totally pulled me in. That's cool. Misleading, but captivating. Misleading in how captivating it is. Track 4 is The Moment I Feared, produced by the Bomb Squad, who is Public Enemy, right? Right. Yeah, Public Enemy. Okay, good. Got one right. I remembered. Not bad. Good job, brain. Well done. Track 4, The Moment I Feared.
Well, I'm sitting on my lunch break, grinning my teeth. So lastly,
Wow.
Boy, what a
Totally.
really? My muscles kinda ached, they felt rigid and stiff. So I looked around, then I smoked this big fat split. Now I'm happy as can be, I'm in this my head spell. I put some ice in my eyes so that no one can tell. It's 12:55, almost time for the bell. Put the breakfast in the mouth so that the mouth don't smell. Now back on the job, I don't bother no one. I keep strictly to myself and all my work gets done. Now the job's finally over, it's time to have fun. And I'm hanging out with Jeff as a kid named John. Y'all were drunker than a skunk and happy as can be. We went to the Latin quarters and we got in free. Scooping all the girls like nothing with my truck jewelry. Cause I'm a fly brown brother and you can't school me. Boogie Down was performing, hey, they ain't no joke. And a bunch of Brooklyn kids was looking all down my throat. Was it my big chains with the big plates on them? Then they rolled on me and told me to run them. This was the moment I feared. Hey yo, wait, take off your chains, man, if I should hurt you real fucking bad. This was the moment I feared.
This was the moment I feared.
I said they're really not real, they're just a front for the girls. Then a whole bunch of furious fists caved my world. I was in pain, so ashamed, wish I had not came. Had to kindly pick up my face and then fly home on the train. Then she said it was great, she said she's glad we had done it. The elevator came and Danny Boy was on it. What you doing to my girl? This was the moment I feared. No, y'all ain't just finished.
Poor Slick Rick, man. Poor guy. You know, he goes to the party. Listen to this story that's unfolding, my friends. He's at work. It's a rough day. He's sore. He's tired. He's feeling it. But what's he do? He says, you know what? We're going to power through. We're going to smoke a little bit. We're going to loosen up. We're going to put some drops in my eyes so the boss can't tell. And what's he do? Goes back to work. Doesn't fucking talk to nobody. Doesn't worry. Gets his work done. Very responsible adult decision right there, right? And then now that the work's done, hey, let's get my friends. We're going to go out. We're going to have some fun. You know, check out some girls. I want to impress them. I got my jewelry on. And then people fucking run the jewels on him. You know, Slick Rick, it's not his own fault. You know, this was before Biggie instructed us all. You got to, or not Biggie, Wu-Tang. You got to protect your neck. Protect your neck. So he goes to the party, gets his ass beat, gets his fake jewelry stolen. And then somehow, while he's out in the park, kind of like moping it off, basically, the girl sees him, and this part was kind of confusing. Danny Boy's with his girl Sarah, and they're in the car. She calls out, so he gets a little closer. She said, I need Veronica's place. That's right near Tilden. So it's like an address, I suppose. Oh, I know that. That's right next to my building. And then the next day, she shows up with some magazines and a Band-Aid kit, you know, because he's all beat up, right? She's trying to be nice and help him out. Seduces the poor lad. And then the fucking Danny Boy shows up. Oh, no, you're fucking my girl. So, out of the pot and into the fire, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how verse 2. Hopefully, Slick Rick's fortune takes a turn for the better here as we close out this track.
Yo, Rick, my man. I guess I was too fly. Word up, I'm sorry to say. You see a cop rolled up at me and told me, make my day. I said, relax, brother. But he had proof that I had done it. Y'all be had poor Sarah's run away with my fingerprints all on it. This was the rise and fall of my fast lane style. And I was the main event on the TV for a while. But now I'm in jail doing life. And I'm scared some kids snuffed me cold and greased me when no one did. This was the moment I feared. Turn around, nigga.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wow. Well, yo. Oh, shit, man. What's the word? Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Yeah, I'd say, in terms of the moment I feared, overall, Slick Rick had a bad string of days right there. And eventually that led to a pretty long-term negative outcome. God damn, dude. Wow. Well, I will not formally address what happens at the end of this song. I think it's fairly self-explanatory. I don't want YouTube to get all upset because, how dare you talk about something that happened? Oh, no, not on our corporate platform that only acknowledges the things we want to acknowledge. Jesus, what a song. Okay, track 5 is called Let's Get Crazy. It's produced by the Bomb Squad again. I will say with that previous track, in terms of the production, the quality of the sound, not necessarily that great, right? So that sounded a little old, a little aged, unfortunately. We'll see if this one sounds better. Track 5, Let's Get Crazy. There we go. That sound is a little bit more rich, a little bit more full. Sounds like a good party jam already.
Well, it's me, and it's time to mingle. So wake up, world, and bust out my new single. I take dead parties and I boost them up live. So straighten up and be alert because the rulers arrive.
The rulers arrive.
But I can still recruit as hip-hop commander of the people's troops. And don't be boring, please, not lazy, my jam. So let's get crazy.
I could, oh my god, like this part, I could totally see this, like the whole house just going crazy with the song on, right? Everyone's up, dancing, music's super loud, everyone's shouting out with it.
The original, that's the title I've earned. Anybody disagreeing been burnt and learned. Told a thief straighten up as a humble hell. And I bring a little rhythm wherever I dwell. Cause the door's wide open and I'm taking the chance as I dip through Europe and I'm going to France. So wild child, let's go berserk. But keep it
I feel like that.
so
What?
no one gets hurt.
I've heard that before too.
I'm not lazy, my gen's packed, so let's get crazy.
Yeah, this part right here, like just total house party portion right here. I gotta pause real quick. I have to wonder if like, because this song specifically really does feel like a party song, and I wonder how many people like used this portion of this song to like dial in their stereo system and make sure it was all sounding just right. Like if this was one of the songs that they used to like quantify the quality of music coming from their stereo system, listen how good this part sounds, listen, and then you turn it way up and play it. I can see people doing that. I can really see people doing that. God, he's fucking scratching the shit out of it.
Well, we're in the last stage, you know, the final chapter. But you know that I have to sit up the daily news and all the magazines. Of what? Hip-hop scene. Uptown, downtown, the man's reign is supreme. If Martin Luther were here, he'd say,
God, they're just scratching the shit out of that record. Fucking cool. I like too, that sounds like this little guitar. Right there. Yeah, that was fucking cool. That was cool, man. I like that one. I don't know. Kind of like children's story pulls you in. That's this song right here. That's great. That one just like pulls you back, you know? Like that's like a back in the day. You know what makes me think of is fuck that Tupac song. The old ones or something where he's talking about all the old songs. You know, like the song itself, it's off of All Eyes on Me. I can't remember the name of the track, but he's talking about all the oldies and all those classic hits. You know what I love about that track is at the end when Tupac, the song's kind of closing and Tupac starts talking about, remember when, blah, 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 so they put the whole fucking house. Like, he's so passionate and so excited and just so full of joy talking about people getting excited about listening to music. I love that. I fucking love that part, man. And so this song makes me think of probably one of the songs that Tupac would talk about when he gets so excited about listening to the oldies. The classics. Good shit, man. This is cool. Let's move on. I'm a little worried about this one. When I was pulling up everything, it was like an adult story. Oh, Jesus. I mean, children's story is good, but it's also, if it's called children's story and that's the content of the story, I'm really wondering how Indian Girl is going to go. It's produced by Slick Rick. Let's drop in. Maybe this is one of the problematic songs. We'll see. Track 6, Indian Girl. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too cringy if it is a rough song.
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Yeah, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Well, he's in Indian town, and what spots his on? What? A nice-looking Indian, and honey looked fly. He had to talk because he just couldn't hack it. She wore some moccasins and plus a tough leather jacket. He trotted over and invented a line. He said, excuse me, do you happen to have the time? All was on his mind was sex. So she said,
why do you ask? You got your own time, X.
To poor old Dave, that line was cold-blooded. It seemed like her ego was way overflooded. She started to laugh and then she started to say,
I'm sorry, sometimes I do get carried away.
Something I find funny about this first verse, it's very odd to use Davy Crockett and Running Rabbit. Anyway, whatever. But, do you happen to have the time? He walks up with this bullshit line. He says, why do you ask you every time X? And to poor old Dave, that line was cold-blooded. It seemed like her ego was way overflooded. And I love that because it's so fucking ironic. Like, no, your ego is overflooded because to get that upset over someone just basically rejecting you from the get-go. And then to think, well, your ego's too big. That's a bit of a reflection, my friend. I think your ego is a little too big if you're going to get so upset about somebody saying no. I do sometimes find that quite funny. And this is not a hip-hop thing. It's just a guy thing where guys like to complain about how women are so sensitive, right? They're just so sensitive. But then guys will be like super fucking butthurt when they get shot down. It's like, Jesus. It sounds like there's some sensitivity on both sides, y'all. It's okay. Just let it go. Let it go. let's keep going. I'm really honestly quite nervous about this song. Here's verse 2.
Well, he met a father, Big Chief Baretti. He said, "What's for dinner?" "Soup and spaghetti." The dinner was rotten and he thought he's gonna puke it. He never would've took it if he known that he had cooked it. Later on, they was chilling in the bedroom, sitting by the window looking on the moon. Nothing was being said, so he swore she was hot. He said, "Are you in the mood?" She said,
No, I'm not.
From what he believes and from what he guessed, if a girl says no, he really thinks she means yes.
Here we
So
go.
he started touching her and coming out strong, whispering sweet nothings and singing a song. He said, "I'm in the mood for love."
Take it easy, David. You're hurting me. Stop.
Well, he was playing with the titties. They were soft, not lumpy, and
This is not great. Let's just power through. Let's see where it goes. I don't wanna make too much. Let's just power
he cracked
through.
the legs like Humpty Dumpty. He's fucking, sucking, also finger popping. He had no intention of stopping. Crazy fun, he did not want to leave. His head was between the tits and he could barely breathe. He had to toss, turn, toss. Meanwhile, he was riding her with crazy force. She rode that ass till the pussy started yawning.
What the fuck?
He said, "What? Wait, his dick went weak." He said, "Dave, pussies ain't supposed to speak." He took off his clothes, he wanted to leave this place. But first he wanted to see the vagina face to face. He opened it up with his bare two thumbs. He seen crabs with spears and Indian drums. He's going,
What
"Hey,
the
y'all,
fuck?
hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all."
Huh. Yo. So there's a lot to say about that song. Mostly in the negative category. My biggest concern is Let's Get Crazy, which to me is a cool party jam, has about 600,000 listens. This song has about 900,000 listens. Ha. 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 Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Yeah. Wow. That was like not. It was very uncomfortable and just fucking weird, man. His dick went weak. It said, "Dave, pussies aren't supposed to speak." What the fuck? Well, I'm just gonna erase that from my mind. That's what I'm gonna do. Those last 5 minutes of my life, those never happened. You move on to track 7, which is called "Teenage Love." Produced by the Bomb Squad again. Okay, cool. Was the last one Bomb Squad or was that Rick? I can't remember. That was Rick. Okay, so lots of Bomb Squad on here. Cool. Very cool. All right, track 7, "Teenage Love." God, that last song was fucking weird. It's weird.
A teenage love. Don't hurt me again.
Oh, we're slowing it down, y'all.
A teenage
Bit of a love jam here. Oh yeah. You hear them keyboards? That's when you know it's love.
Hey sport, here's a thought from the old school crew. A serious situation we all go through. It deals with your feelings, so hear what I say. It's like a day when nothing seems to go your
Oh,
way.
baseline dropping in.
Two people, they really like each other. He says there's no one else and she claims there is no other. The feeling's the same and you receive a notion to reveal your inner thoughts and deeply hid emotions. A teenage love. A teenage love.
Now there is risk here because if you're going to reveal your inner thoughts and deeply hid emotions, you have ceased to treat her like a prostitute. So, we got some conflicting advice here from Slick Rick. Let's see how it plays out. You know, I hope this doesn't turn into another moment that he has feared because we're taking a risk here, y'all.
Don't hurt me again. Don't. A teenage love. Don't. A teenage love. A teenage love. Don't.
I like the bass line, man. Bum, bum.
A teenage love. You love them too much, and they don't love you anymore.
There you go.
Your attitude another, or because you're not being true, or maybe they're just plain sick of seeing you. Word. Now it might seem strange, you better take hints quick and make the right change.
Ha.
A teenage love.
Ha.
A teenage love. Don't hurt me again. A teenage love.
You know, this chorus, "Don't Hurt Me Again," initially it sounded like, you know, him saying, he doesn't want love. He doesn't want to be hurt by love again, right? But now, after this other verse, for feelings are the same. Now here's the score. You love them too much and they don't love you anymore due to your attitude, a number. I don't really know what that means. Like maybe a phone call or somebody on the pager or something. Or because you're not being true. So the guy's fucking around. He's fucking up. She don't want, maybe they're just plain sick of seeing you. Probably for the reasons listed above. Now it might seem strange. You better take hints quick and make the right change. And this is the shit that just cracks me up. Like, what do you mean I got to clean up my attitude? What do you mean I got to stop sleeping around? It's just bizarre, man. It's bizarre how there are people out there that don't get this. They don't get. Now, I'm not talking specifically about Slick Rick. But really what I'm talking about more so is like, you see it all the time, this fucking alpha male bullshit online. And it's just, you guys are fucking brain dead. You're so... What do you mean I can't sleep? Well, how come you don't love... I still love you. Yeah, but you're fucking other bitches. So... Anyway, let's keep going. But, there's just kind of a very interesting statements being made there at the end of the verse. See where it goes. I'm very curious to see where this track ends up.
See, just when you swore the ball was rolling, they're gone, and part of your heart's been stolen. Get back on your feet with a hop and a skip, but no, you'd rather go with this dead relationship. Hanging around and buying them stuff. You see them every darn day, yet don't see them enough. Then break up time and you receive the words. Yo, this is from the heart and I know that part hurts. Get over it from now on, don't take short slick. If it's not true love, you shouldn't deal with it. Just think of your future and what is to come, and pay attention to the words that's in this song. They go,
I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with this one. I'll put a heart next to this one.
don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again.
There's them keyboards, yo. Oh, that's love right there. When the keyboards come in, you know it's love. There is some truth in this, in my opinion. I agree with some of this stuff. Let's see. They're getting sick of you and quite annoyed. And if you had plans for the future they're now destroyed. You saw what was happening and you still let it. If you ever let him make love to your girl, you can forget it. So you've been caught. I'll spit around town faster than you thought. I think this last verse, I didn't really know. It seemed like it jumped to the girl's perspective on this last verse. If it's not true love, you shouldn't deal with it. Think of your future, what's to come. But basically, the general idea that I'm on board with is, if you're in a relationship, whatever you allow to happen in the relationship, to an extent, that's on you. To an extent. Now, I know there's some people out there that have had, fucked up childhood. There are people who have their own issues that they're trying to work through, and sometimes you get involved with somebody else who takes advantage of those issues that you have, right? Uses them against you in a way. But generally, just in a very general sense, and this is life. This isn't just relationship. This is at work. This is in anything that you do. Whatever you allow, that's what you're allowing. And, sometimes it doesn't matter. I see this. I mentioned work because I see this shit at work a lot, where people complain about, we're supposed to be on lunch 20 minutes ago. Okay, so fucking take your lunch. Stop working. But so-and-so said. And they're just going to keep saying that. And you'll keep working until you stop and take lunch. And look, every workplace is different. So for us, where we are, it's nice enough that we can say, hey, I need to take some lunch. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead. But I can't tell you how many times at work I've been in a situation where it's like, oh, yeah, we got to get this done. We got to get this done. Yeah. There's 10,000 things that we need to get done. So we're going to stop and take lunch or stop for the day because our day is over and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll get back to work on the list of things that never ends that we got to get done. It's one of the things I was talking about earlier this morning, being cranky about it. Anyway, work. But really, it's tough because I think a lot of us, we want to do well and we want to make other people happy. Hopefully not too much so. Don't dedicate your life to making other people happy because then you just turn into a fucking doormat. But anytime, and then other things, happen and it's like, well, I'm supposed to let kind of roll off my back, right? Like, don't take it so seriously. Like, yeah, there's some truth there too. But if you allow certain things to happen, then that's just allowed, and then people will do that. So take that for what it is. Cool jam. I'm cool with it. It's got the keyboards, y'all. That's love. I mean, if you ain't got no keyboards, you ain't got no love. That's just fact right there. Okay, this track's called Mona Lisa. Now, on Mr. Thug Isolation, there's a song called Mona Lisa Overdrive. And there's another song, there's a Junior Reactor song that's called that. But the Mona Lisa Overdrive, the lyrics were wild. And I think it was referenced to the book. I remember clicking on annotations and it was talking about a book. I think that was also called Mona Lisa Overdrive. I think. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just curious if anything I heard from Mona Lisa Overdrive off of Mr. Thug Isolation is referenced from this Mona Lisa. So let's drop into track 8, produced by Slick Rick. Here we go. Mona Lisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, and lowlifes.
And lowlifes.
It is with outstanding pleasure that we are here to present tonight Slick Rick the Ruler and MC Ricky D doing their smash hit Mona Lisa. Like the picture.
Like the picture.
Anyway, I'd like to take this time out to bow before His Divine Majesty.
I don't think I've ever heard the Mona Lisa referred to as a picture. Is it actually the painting? Yeah, okay. The picture, okay. All right.
Come, Your Highness. They await you.
This whole, the ruler thing is very enjoyably cheesy. God, the production's so different.
Well, it was one of those days, not much to do. I was chilling downtown with my old school crew. I went into a store to buy a slice of pizza and bumped into a girl. Her name was Mona. What? Mona Lisa. What? Mona Lisa, so many. You know what I'm saying? So I said, excuse me, dear. My gosh, you look nice. Put away your money. I'll buy that slice. She said, thanks. I'd rather a slice of you. I'm just kidding, but that's awfully nice of you. The compliment showed she had a mind in her. And when I smiled, I almost blinded her. She said, great Scott, are you a thief? Seems like you have a mouth full of gold teeth. Ha ha ha, I had to find that funny, so I said, no child, I work hard for the money. What? And calling me a thief, please, don't even try it. Sit down, eat your slice of pizza and be quiet. She almost got cut short, scissor. She tried to disrespect who? The Grand Wizard. Or ravishing, impressed, C, courageous or careless.
What the fuck?
Goes which I've got that I wear every day. And why? Why not? Suffice not right that I recite tonight. Quite polite like Walter Cronkite. Well, just about then, Trevor, my friend, came in. He said, hey Rick, don't you know playing with these snakes is a sin? He grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me right out the store. He said, I don't want to see you playing with these lowlights no more.
Welcome back.
This sounds familiar.
That's all that I have left, so let me hide the pain and the hurt that you gave me when you said goodbye.
What the fuck is going on? This is... I don't even know where to begin with this song. I'm honestly kind of confused. I mean, I get the general idea, but the presentation of it is so odd. We're gonna let's look at the lyrics here. So he goes to the store to get a pizza. Bumps into a girl, Mona Lisa. Mona what? Mona Lisa. So men named you. You know what I'm saying? So I said, excuse me, oh my gosh, you look nice, put away your money, I'll buy that slice. She said, I'd rather slice of you. That's just kidding. That's awfully nice. The compliment showed she had a mind in her. Right? Because you have to be smart. If you're attracted to Slick Rick, then clearly you're an intelligent person, right? Just another ego thing right there. I like pointing those out because it's funny to me. When I smiled, ping, I almost blinded her. Great Scott, are you a thief? Seems like you have a mouthful of gold teeth. I had to find that funny. I said, no, child, I work hard for the money. And calling me a thief, please don't even try it. This part, another great little moment of ego. Sit down, eat your slice of pizza, and be quiet. So just imagine this. Imagine this. Bumping into a girl at the pizza shop, and you offer to buy her a slice, and then she says, ooh, I'd rather like a slice of you. Oh, no, just kidding. Thank you. That's so nice. And then she mentions that jokingly that you must be a thief because clearly you have some money, and then you tell her to sit down and be quiet. To somebody you've just met. She almost got cut short. You know, scissored. She tried to disrespect the Grand Wizard. Oh my God. Remember earlier I was talking about sensitivities? Women are so sensitive. Yeah, guys can be a little sensitive too. Jesus. So what's your name? MC Ricky D. But not to be so harsh, I said to Mona Leahy. So he's being nice again. Good for him. I'm sorry. I know that's low class. Please sit and tell me a little bit about your past. She said, well, I got courage. I don't like porridge. Well, why porridge? Maybe just a rhyming scheme. Never been to college. Got crazy knowledge. Over 18, eyes are green. I wear more gold than that man on A-Team. I pity the fool. Shrimp Slim, also light skin. Best believe Mona's a virgin. A virgin honey needed a slap. She tried to tell me she's a virgin with her yay wide gap. What the fuck does that mean? Slick Rick knows it's potentially false and begins metaphorically describing himself to her. She's lying about being a virgin, but he doesn't care. It don't matter. Yeah, okay. But I don't understand her yay wide gap. I don't get what that means. That's what I was hoping the annotation would address. It doesn't matter. I'm not picky. Let me spell my name out for you. Ravishing, impressed, gracious. This line threw me off so much too. I'm quite polite, like Walter Cronkite, who was like a news broadcaster for CBS or something like that. And it's just a wild reference. Walter Cronkite? Was he polite? I guess. I don't know. I don't really have any experience with watching him, but then his buddy Trevor shows up. Don't you know playing with these snakes is a sin? He grabbed him by my shirt and pulled me around the store. So why is it a sin to play with these snakes? Eventually his friends came and started reminding him that he should know better than to consort with young, ghetto-minded women. Oh my, what an annotation there. This is another like interesting hypocrisy I always find with like the male ego thing, right? Like women are sluts. The guys always want to have sex with women, but then women that always have sex are sluts. And so they're to be disrespected. I don't understand that fucking like loop. How that exists in the brain. And like, I just don't understand that at all. These are lowlives. But if they turn you down, like somebody, which one was that? Was that Indian girl? If they even briefly turn you down, it's offensive. It's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, whatever. This is a wild song. And I'm probably taking it far too seriously. But the presentation of it was so just strange to me. I've never heard anything like this, portrayed like this, presented like this. And then you get the end. We're leaving and driving along. I could hear a melody as Mona sang a song. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, foolish bride. That's all I have left. So let me hide. So she's all heartbroken, busted up over him leaving her. And they just fucking met. Like, that's ridiculous. Anyway. Wild. Very different times. Jesus, man. Let's move on to track 9. Which is called Kit, What's the Scoop? It's produced by the Bomb Squad. Drop it in track 9. Here we go.
sorry, Michael. It's Rick the Ruler. I have to go.
Lights, camera, action, you're on. Get it, Ricky D, what's wrong? The crown's gone, so help me out, kid, cause this thief has to be caught. Radio to chief of police, get a report. Chief of police said, well, I'm sorry, Ricky D, cause I really can't help. Drats, I think I'll take a long walk. Kid, put your scan on all these rappers in New York. But Michael's calling me, Rick, I have to go. If I get a word, you'll definitely be the first to know. Well, all that night, I felt really uptight. Hello, Rick, it's Vance Wright. Put on your clothes, I found them, they're downtown. Word. Someone's having a contest and they're using your crown.
They're using your crown.
Yo, Rick, I know the shape of it, come on. You know your scratches? Yeah, plus I got a tape of it.
Is this like, are they talking about somebody stealing one of their songs? Is that what this is about? That's what it sounds like. The crowd's gone. You know, this thief has to be caught. You know, they call the police. They can't help. I found them. They're downtown. Someone's having a concert and they're using your crown. Are you sure it's mine? I know the shape of it. Come on. You know the scratches? Right there. That tells me it's got to be the music, right? The scratches with the record. So it's all just like a metaphor. So I wonder if this is a true story or not. And they're using your crown, right? They're using your MC style. Let's keep going. This is cool. Cool track.
Unconscious, who could be this shady? When I awoke, I was in a room with this lady.
So you're the boss, Rick, with all the clout?
Now why am I tied up and what's this all about? And then she left the room, this was my one chance for hope. I used my watch lighter to burn away the rope. Then I was free. And no one was alerted. I made a flying leap through the window and it hurted.
And it hurted.
So I ran cause I was petrol for my life. Stranded in Rye, I saw a phone not far. I radioed into my superdelic car. Yo, what's with the contest? Am I still in it to win it? Yes, I'm in Manhattan and I'll be there in a minute. And oh, by the way, I've re-listened to your hit. Hey Rick, what's the scoop? Oh man, this one is it.
Trippy song, man. And then the cars, the sound of the car going by.
It's from out the past, dash fast, here at last. Vance right. No man can ring you this and Rick. Clean shot, cause I'm the king of this.
Going out with a gong. Wow. Fucking gong. I don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, it's a cool song. Not amazing. I like that it's a story. I like that so many of these tracks are portrayed and delivered as stories. It is cool. Huh. Okay. All right. I don't have a whole lot to say. You know, I've just kind of been experiencing this. Lyrically, it's all pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to, like, dissect, right? Huh. I like that he goes to McDonald's to get a burger and strawberry shake, and then somebody fucking stabs him with the needle, bag over his head, you know, fucking snatches him, ties him up. So you're the boss, the Rick with all the clout. Know why I'm tied up and what's this all about? And then she just leaves the room. Then he uses his lighter to burn the rope and get away. Like, what kind of terrible hostage taker are you, where you go through all this effort in public at McDonald's to take somebody hostage, bag over the head, into the van, bring him back to your evil lair, tie him up, ask them one question, and then leave? What are you doing? That's like Dr. Evil shit right there. I mean, I feel like even Dr. Evil would be more thorough. And then she leaves the room. This was my one chance for hope. Foolish child. How dare you? All that effort wasted just because she wanted to walk out of the room after one question. Ha. Well, let's keep going. Whatever. This track is called Hey Young World. It is track 10, produced by Slick Rick. This one's got some listens, so this is another somewhat popular one. Drop it in, track 10. I haven't really recognized too many. I've heard a couple things that sounded familiar, but I can't tell if it's a sample they're using or if it's something from the songs that has been sampled. Wait. Actually, hold on. I was talking the whole time. We're going to start over. Guess who's back? That makes me think of Dr. Dre. Let me start from the very beginning because I talked all over that whole intro. I wonder if when Dr. Dre said that, if he was doing a nod to this. Anyway.
The world is yours.
Oh shit. This has got to be Nas. Nas has got to be referencing this, right?
Why don't you listen and learn? That once was strong, but due to society, even that's turned wrong. Times have changed. Hey, it's cool to look bummy and be a dumb dummy and disrespect your mommy. Have you forgot who put you on this earth?
Haha.
Brought you up proud. And who loved you since your birth? So listen, be strong, scream, whoopee-doo. Go for yours, cause dreams come true. And you'll make your mommy so proud of you too. And this is a message that the ruler Rick threw, and it's true.
Wow. 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 Oh, a little bit of piano in here.
Hey, Mr. Big hey, don't you look fly? You don't have another. Oh, my, you've been fighting again and you forgot why. Hey, kid, walk straight, master your high. But folks your age don't act like you do. So be mature and put the boy to a halt. And if you're over 18, I wish you'd act like an adult. Don't live in a world of hate.
Wow.
Pull yourself together and get yourself straight. Men don't steal. Hey, most don't borrow. And if you smoke crack, your kids will smoke crack tomorrow. So be more mature. And kids, do your chores. Make your own money.
Wow.
Hey, be proud, that's yours. You know why? Cause that's a man. That's brains, no spite. Staying out of trouble when it comes in sight. And a man never loses a fight in God's sight, cause righteous laws are overdue. And this is a message that the ruler Rick threw.
Wow.
It's true.
I love that little piano bit. That piano bit's great. Sounds like we just fade out here too. You know, I like Young World. Probably not surprising anybody, but it's weird to listen to in contrast to so many other songs I've heard from artists who just struggled and lived in these shitty, terrible environments. Because while I like the message of this track, it also it comes off as, in my opinion, it comes off as condescending in a way. It sounds like something I would say after, having no idea, no frame of reference, no clue about what other people are dealing with. It's just don't do bad things and go get a job and do right by your parents and don't follow those fools and don't do drugs. Like it just comes off that way. I don't necessarily think that's his intent. I don't think he means to be condescending here. And let's remember, this is 1988, so the sound of the song is very different. But there is this element of, I just imagine somebody else listening to this song, somebody else whose life is just miserable, and hearing this person say these things and going, man, fuck you. You don't even know what my life is like. Like you can't, it is one of those things of trying to give advice to somebody you've never met, you don't know, you have no clue what their life is, and trying to say something that maybe sounds good on paper. But when it comes to actual application, right, in somebody's life, that shit don't translate. Hey, young world, the world is yours. Even some of this shit, what was it? And I say shit loosely, not specifically. Staying out of trouble when it comes in sight. A man never loses a fight in God's sight. There's something else too about God watching. Oh, believe it or not, the Lord still shines on you. It's time for the brothers. It's time trying to take the stand. Society's a weak excuse for a man. Believe it or not, the Lord still shines on you. So these lines right here. And it's like, I hate to bring this up, but it goes through my mind fairly often with a lot of different things that I just see in general, not specific to music. But it's like the people who used to live in Gaza, just people. Okay, I'm not talking about Hamas. I'm not talking about Israel. Just people who live there. Their lives are forever fucking ruined, man. Forever. And the concept of, you know, because especially out there, you get in the Middle East with a lot of religious beliefs and stuff. And, you know, all this happened back in October. So we went through Christmas and I was with my in-laws. And of course we go to Christmas service at church and they talk about all this different stuff. And I just remember thinking to myself so much, a lot of words being said, a lot of things being believed, while right now bombs are destroying homes. Like in real time, like, you know, that I can't decouple those two things. Like, I don't know. That's something I really just struggle with mentally in terms of trying to give space and some tolerance to what people believe, because, okay, that's what they believe. But at the same time, thinking to myself, how the fuck can you believe this when all this shit's going on and nothing's happening to stop it? Anyway, very mixed opinions on this track. I think the intention is good. I think in terms of a song, it's good. But at the same time, man, I feel like there's probably a lot of people who either have heard this, or if they did sit down and listen to it, this would probably piss them off. It'd probably make people go, you don't fucking know what I'm going through. Like, go get a job. Where? Where do you want me to get a job? There's no job. What do you want me to do? You know? Just shit like that. You look so fly, but you don't have $1. Oh, my. This like struggle I'm having is good. It's good. I think it's important to have these kind of collisions with ideas, ideals in your own mind. I think it's important. It's an important part of sussing out your own belief structures, what you stand for, the truth, all these different things. You can't really get that sorted out if you don't have two different things that are opposed to collide in your own mind. And this song is like forcing that a bit in my brain, which is good. It's good. And I apologize if I sound, well, whatever. If I sound whatever, right? I mean, you guys are just watching me. There are times when you really are watching me work through things in real time, in my own mind. Like, it's easy sometimes to sit here and say certain things where I feel pretty comfortable about, you know, my own positions and stuff. But there are other times where I don't know what I believe. And I think that's common for a lot of us, you know, and that's okay. We are not perfect, all-knowing beings, right? We're still learning. We're still processing. Hopefully, thank God, I hope we're still learning. I feel like there's some people out there that have decided, we're all done with that. I'm not going to learn anymore. Nope. This is what the truth is, and that's it. To me, that's fucking dangerous, man. Dangerous. I'd much rather wrestle and struggle and try and process and try and figure it out and not have a right answer and be unsure than go, nope, this is the truth and that's it. Fuck that. No. Cool. This is, life is strange, man. Sitting in front of my computer, listening to music, talking about God knows what on a Friday morning after being woken up at 3 a.m. by my kittens and being all cranky about it. Life is strange. What a fun ride, though. Fun ride. Track 11 is called Teacher Teacher. It's produced by the Bomb Squad. Let's jump in. Teacher Teacher. Here we go. Kind of a cool fucking beat right here. Oh, yeah, the drum fill right there. Yeah. Good drum fill.
Well, I've been a popular figure for quite a long time, known to the whole world for what style of rhyme. But tonight, let's talk about the ones who bite, although they know they won't never get it right. Because they have no class and they have no shame. They'll find another brother to boost their own name. Get paid correct on a one-way gimmick. I'm happy for your lowlights, but remember there's a limit. So say, teacher, tell me how you do it. It looks kind of easy like there was nothing to it. But they don't understand that the man's will be the creator of the style. Teacher, tell me how you do it. It looks so easy like there was nothing to it. But they don't understand that the master will be the creator of the style. When I'm walking...
I want to pause right here briefly. I feel after having listened to rap hip hop for 2.5 years, almost 3 years, it looked so easy. There was nothing to it. To me, in terms of rapping, I feel like that is the most important element of rapping. There's a lot of elements that are important to rapping, but they all crumble if it doesn't sound easy. Whatever they're doing, if they're going fast and they're cutting through it, blah, 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 it's got to sound easy. If they're chill and they're singing, and maybe, technically that's not very difficult, it still has to sound easy. It must sound easy for me. The moment I hear somebody struggle with their own scheme, their own flow, their own style, it shatters the illusion of easy, and I realize, oh, they're over their own limit. To me, it's the same thing as, if you listen to somebody play a guitar solo and they fuck up a couple notes. You don't have it mastered yet. You're not this top elite guitar player, And you can hear it. So when somebody goes above their limit, if it doesn't sound easy, man, it ruins the whole thing. So I like that he's saying this because I think it's extremely important. I feel like it's something that isn't really talked about too often because typically we're all listening to people who do make it sound easy. That's why they're so successful, because of that skill, that ability to make it all sound so easy. And it's not easy. I can't imagine how difficult it is. It takes a lot of practice, I'm sure. But I just wanted to point that out because that's something I've kind of come to find in my own space while listening to all these different artists. It's got to sound easy. Otherwise, no, it don't work for me.
But I don't understand that the master will be the creator of the style. When I walk into a party, coke snorters laugh as the girls be crazy coming for my mere autograph, and they secretly admiring my
I like this
style
beat.
of rapping. And brothers all around me out of vanity are snapping. The girls say, "Wow, Rick, you're so unique. Please tell us how you organize the words you speak." But my will says chill, and I go up on my way, cause class will be taught some other day.
Class will be taught some other day. That's good.
Teacher, tell me how you do it. It looks so easy like there was nothing to it. But they don't understand. The ruler will be the creator of the style.
Oh, a little bit of an instrumental break here. Nice.
He said, Slick Rick, you okay? I had to play it off. So I smacked foot in the face. I told him I won't retire. And many years from now I'll just be getting higher. For I am the master, said and done. My name is Ricky D and I'm the only one. So say,
Ha. I like this little interlude right here. Oh, it shifted around a bit there. Huh. Crazy. I mean, it's just so different from what we hear today,
Now when I was a lad, my style was bad, so I had to use a little bit of knowledge that I had. So I quote and I wrote till I was up to par. Some rhymes were and some rhymes were. So I'm able to reach ya, answering the call of teacher, tell us how you do it. It's so easy for me, the creator of the style, MC Ricky Z. It looks kinda easy like there was nothing to it, but they don't understand that the ruler will be the creator of the style.
I like this one. Oh, we're gonna go through more of this like producer solo shit at the end. That drum fill is fucking legit though. Oh, cool. We're gonna close out with this beat. Ah, nice. Oh shit. I fucked it up. Oh, weird. It was like 2 seconds. I thought it was just gonna end and have like 2 seconds of silence, but I fucked it up. That's a 50 DKP minus, because I didn't know what the fuck to do. I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. What I enjoy about it is, the 88, and it kind of makes me think of, I feel like we're just right on that like sunset period of MC versus MC from way back in the day, which is how the rise of the rapper came to be, especially with this final verse, talking about my only task is to warn all biters, slimy sluts, and fake rhyme writers. Don't try your luck and get the ruler annoyed. For when I'm through with your boy, your whole world will be destroyed. So it feels like a hearken to the MC battles that I never got to experience, of course. But it just feels like we're kind of touching on that a bit, just a bit. And I like that more. It's weird now, all these diss tracks and these beefs and all this shit, especially when it seems like the people don't even, I don't know all the situations, but generally it seems like they don't even know each other. And so they're writing these diss tracks about each other from, studios that are across the country, and they never even are physically near each other. It's just weird to me. I like the idea of an MC battle where there's two guys right there going back and forth, verse for verse, trading off, and the crowd cheers, decides the winner. To me, that's a little bit more legit. This other stuff, it's more like, it's more like online drama taken too far or something. It's been interesting too. Another aspect of doing this channel for the time I've been doing it is being made aware of certain aspects that are like in the music industry and the music community. And yeah, really, it's funny. I'll come back sometimes from a weekend where I'm offline for 3 or 4 days. I'll get on and it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, everyone's talking about all this stuff and it's like, what even happened? And you find out some weird drama started and then it just blew up online. And I can't help but wonder, does it even mean anything? I wonder if these two guys that are supposedly beefing with each other, if it was all just a fucking joke. like they ran into each other. It's something that just happened recently with JPEG Mafia and Freddie Gibbs were supposedly beefing on Twitter or some shit. And JPEG Mafia was saying all this crazy shit on Twitter, which, any day that ends in Y is JPEG Mafia saying crazy shit on Twitter, right? But apparently they were at the same hotel. And I was like, they probably ran into each other, had a drink. And then JPEG was like, hey, I'm just going to tweet a whole bunch of crazy shit about you. Is that okay? Oh yeah, go ahead. That'll be fun. We'll see what the internet says, right? I don't know if that's actually how it went down, but I could totally see it as a thing. Wouldn't it be funny to have two artists who are hanging out together, but nobody knows they're hanging out together? Hey, give me your phone and I'll give you my phone and we'll tweet at each other with each other's account. We'll say all this crazy shit and then we'll just watch the internet set on fire over something that literally is not real because we're just fucking around and nobody even knows it. Anyway, long, pointless side rant there. One more track on the album. It's called Lick the Balls. Okay? It's produced by the Bomb Squad. It's 4 minutes long. Let's drop in and see how the great adventure of Slick Rick concludes with Lick the Balls. Oh, God. I can only imagine. Neat production. It would be neat to see how they made all these songs, what they were actually using to make it.
Excuse me, I'm trying to earn a mere buck or two. A silent rapper come in, and who the fuck are you? Around this part of town with diamonds and your girl in fur. I'm trying to enter in this rap contest you're having, sir. You're kinda late, flat tire, well let's do a cut. Well alright, pay me now, and you'll be after her. I hope I don't mess up or run out of breath or even Rick. Don't worry, hun, you hit him harder than a fucking brick. But what do you think, Vance? Please, no one can serve us. Wish me luck, dear, I'm scared and I'm nervous. So who stands, who falls, who crowds the halls? This one the DJ calls. Lick the balls.
What?
Now if Everything that come out your mouth sound like it's out of spite. I'm back on a mission and this time I'm gonna anchor right. That's right, as help, he's improving it. Great gosh, Rick, we love the way you're moving it. Who's sitting rough in 88? I bet your mama knows. Back slap you all down like our dominoes. Come on, y'all, give me your taste of life. Act right, I let my dog go fuck your wife. So be my friend and don't pretend you will not be forgiven. I'm cleaning house up to the max, that's how we both will live. So who will stand, who falls, who crowds the halls? This one the DJ calls. Lick the balls.
I gotta pause. I gotta look at the summary. Why is it called? I don't really fully understand why it's called Lick the Balls. So here's the annotation for the summary of the song. Slick Rick and the Bomb Squad close out the adventure with the bouncy Lick the Balls. In the Check the Technique, Rick talked about the track and working with the Bomb Squad. That was supposed to be a little more aggressive, talking shit, braggadocious. I liked it to some degree. That was the one that Eric Sadler made that I thought wasn't so bad. Bringing in Sadler and Shockley was the label saying they decided they would make it a hot album. It's pretty smooth work with them overall. I liked Lick the Balls, but the rest of the stuff they did I wasn't feeling as much. Okay. I don't really fully understand why it's called Lick the Balls. So who stands, who falls, who crowds the halls? This one the DJ calls Lick the Balls. I like the opening verse. This guy entering this rap contest, you're kind of late, flat tire. Well, that do occur. Giving him a little bit of slack for showing up late because he supposedly had a flat tire. Oh, shit. Every time I do come kicking it, now you know the title of this, so start licking it. Lips kicking it. Hey, bitch, there's a brick in it. So when you think that you're prepared, I keep sticking it. And here they come with the spikes of the fight. Take it light. Now, who the one they're trying to be like with all your might? Anyone that attempted to remove me out of the race, missed you. Space if I fly in their fucking face. Raise the focal. Huh. Well, let's keep going. Lick the balls. Jesus. So much scratching on this album. Fucking cool.
Come write the dick, you know. You wanna know what is the word? Who write the baddest raps you and your boys have ever heard? I eat you up and give your girl a bowl of puppy chow. You understand, alright? Hello, I'm trying to tell you now. Who stands, who falls, who crowds the halls? That's when the DJ calls.
Oh, man. I like this one. I'm cool with the beat on this one. So, looking back, initially I was like, I don't know how much I'm going to be into this, right? First of all, I don't know why, but I find it absolutely fucking hilarious. He said, yeah, I eat you up and give your girl a bowl of puppy chow. I don't know why I find that hilarious, but I do find it hilarious. I need to listen to Treat Her Like a Prostitute again. I didn't put a heart on that, but I feel like I eventually will. The Moment I Feared does not have a heart. I think, well, we'll see. I've only listened to this one time. Indian Girl, I'm going to skip every time. I'm done. Mona Lisa, I don't have a heart. And Kit, I don't have a heart. Everything else I enjoyed. But really, the ones that don't have hearts, I kind of enjoyed too. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's like how it always is for me. I sit down with something, especially when it's the first time hearing an artist. It takes a while to settle into the sound. And this is the double whammy because it's settling into an artist sound and then settling into a time period too. 88, man. And there's something about it where this is not the most amazing thing I've ever heard. And honestly, it wasn't even as ridiculous as I thought it was going to be, as I was expecting it to be. It's silly. It's got some good shit in it. It's got some serious shit in it. It's got some ridiculous shit in it. Problematic shit. Oh no, here we go. But it's cool. It's just cool. I can see why people call this one of the classics. It was really neat hearing Young World. Hey, Young World. The world is yours. Having just some internal conflict with the message, even though it's a good message and I agree with the message and it's not, there's no ill intent there, but sometimes that's just how shit comes off. Sometimes we say things we mean the best we're trying to be positive, trying to be helpful, and it just comes out wrong, you know? And maybe it didn't even come out wrong, but sometimes how other people hear it, which, you could call that my experience. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the song at all, but how I'm hearing it, when I'm hearing it, maybe it changes. It's interesting. I feel better. Remember at the beginning I said I was cranky, I was tired. I'm still tired. I'm not cranky anymore. It's fun. It's neat that music can do that, It's neat, especially. But I stopped for about a minute before I kind of started setting up and stuff. I was just laying down, kind of closed my eyes, and I don't think I slept. I just closed my eyes for a bit. And I thought, okay, come on, grow up. Just fucking relax, man. So you're tired. So what? Great. Other people are tired too, Oh no. You have to sit down and listen to music for an hour and 45. Oh no, boo. Like life is good. Don't let stupid little things that start your day off slightly upsetting. Now what? You're gonna be cranky all day? That's dumb. Let it go, man. As Lil Ugly Mane would say, breeze them out, killer. Just breeze them out. Breeze them out. Breeze them out. What was it? Open up the roof and show them some of the fetty. Breeze them out. Just let it go, man. Just relax. Been an odd day for me. I feel like I've been up for 10 hours straight already, and I haven't. But it feels that way. When you're tired and you got that like burning sensation in your eyes. And I can tell that I'm tired because my brain goes onto these tangents because I'm not even talking about the album right now. That was cool. I enjoyed it more than I expected. Some of the concern I have sometimes with going to these older albums is if they sound so old, it's like, I'm not really into listening to it, But this one, I'll give this one more listens for sure. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's the Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Now, there's 3 music videos. If you're on YouTube, this is the end. If you want to watch the music video reactions, it's part of Patreon. As previously described at the beginning of the video, you know how all that shit works. Descriptions and stuff.